She is also the senior pastor of the Well Church in Delaware. She is the chief of pastoral care at Bay Health Medical Center and its network of hospitals. She sits as a faith advisor to the chief of police for the city of Dover. She is the Vines Community Project founder and coordinator. She is part of the coalition that helps deal with addiction recovery in her city. Also, she just loved Miss Phyllis so very much. She is my friend, none other than Pastor Overseer Carol E. Harris out of Delaware. Y'all give it up for her.
Good evening, everybody. There is no giving it up. Stop. I do love Miss Phyllis, though. I really, really love her. Good evening, everybody. It's my privilege to share with you today. So my testimonial will be wrapped up in just a couple of 2 seconds. I don't know why to give the preacher 2 minutes. Just some words of encouragement. My testimony will be wrapped up in that. So I was introduced to Wakanda not because there was anything wrong. I didn't have pains. I didn't have any of those things. It was just literally Pastor Dan just talking about this new company and how wonderful the products was and telling me to go online and just buy some. And, you know, I try anything one time, right? Not anything. No, that wasn't good to say. Anyway, so I went online and I bought a bunch of stuff. Like I wasn't even sure what to buy, but I just bought a bunch of stuff. And I just really started reading up on things and studying the products and taking the products and, you know, so that I can become more familiar with it. Inside of that, I realized as a pastor, the stigma that's attached to the industry. So I had to quickly learn, how am I going to rationalize this, not just to my congregation, but I sit in so many places in the city, and the stigma in a small state like Delaware as it pertains to CBD, it was terrible. It was terrible. So I almost felt like I had this bunch of classified information that nobody else in my state knew, and I really wanted to begin to advocate for CBD. So I really had to sit down and go through it. And we need to erase the stigma of God's creation. That's what it boils down to. Everything that we got, everything we're doing, He created it. So when people are asking me, well, how could you be an advocate and you're selling these drugs? And I'm like, no, not a drug dealer. If I was a drug dealer, I probably have a little bit more than what I got. Not doing that, but we follow in Genesis when God tells us He made every single herb of the field. And you know, sometimes you just got to get into it and let people know that you know where they at. So that's what I just started to do, just kind of like really go around and break the stigma in my city. I even had to learn how to find my niche and how to sell, because I just was so excited about the product and what it does for people. I had to find my niche and sell. And I think I just recently told Pastor Dan, who's my senior on the upline, that I found out that I am not a, let me take you to the computer kind of vendor. I learned that I need to have products on hand readily, because the group and the demographic that I'm always around, they want to buy right then and there. Like they pulling money out their pockets, and I'm standing there like, wait, let me get the computer. So I had to learn who my constituency was. I had to learn who I was selling to. I had to learn all of that. And doing all of that while I'm working a full-time job, y'all know I started getting tired and pain, and you know, I didn't want nothing swelling. So I started really officially taking things every single day. So, you know, even as a pastor, you know, I break the ice by telling them, you know, telling the married couples to go get the cherry bliss. I'm a good pastor. It helps the saints out. So you just got to know, we knew the products. I was giving them gummies. I made them little baggies and stuff. I sent them with the mango lotion. You just got to know how to get your products out there. So my testimony for Wakanda is not so much, and the glow oil is my new favoriteest thing in the world. Let me just say, I'd appreciate a bigger bottle or a special so I could purchase all of what you crank out. That thing is magical. But, you know, learn your product. My testimony, you know, thank the Lord, you know, and God honor you all who are fighting through things. As CBD is helping you with your pain and everything. But I have to say my testimony did not come by way of any cured affliction. It came because my upline sold the product that I was interested in purchasing. And because I purchased it, I began to use it. And because I use it, now I sell it. So there you go, my 2 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you.